Some of the most powerful voices in politics and even TV have no clue about the difference between the morning after pill and an abortion. Like this scene in Black Mirror that's been pissing off fans and physicians alike. An overbearing mom spikes her teenage daughter's smoothie with the morning after pill. Later, the school nurse diagnoses the vomiting teenager by saying,
"Honey, it was the EC pill that made you sick for terminating your pregnancy. You're not pregnant anymore."
Nope, nope, nope. If she's not pregnant anymore, then she was never pregnant. Because the morning after pill doesn't end pregnancies, an abortion ends pregnancies. Which made us realize you might not know the difference either. So let's get this straight. Starting with the emergency contraception pill, the one this mother force-fed her daughter. It's most commonly known as the morning after pill because a woman should take it within 72 hours of unprotected sex or a birth control fail to prevent pregnancy. The most common brand is Plan B, which you can get over the counter for $50. There's also Ella, but that requires a prescription. Both are known to reduce the risk of pregnancy by up to 89%. They stop the release of a woman's egg by using the same hormone as most birth control, just a much higher dosage. The abortion pill is a completely different thing. It's actually two pills taken separately that work together to block pregnancy hormones and then empty a woman's uterus of the fertilized egg, much like what happens naturally during a miscarriage. The abortion pill can be taken within 10 weeks of your last period, but it's not so easy to get. The US FDA has tight regulations on getting the abortion pill. You can't just get a prescription or pick it up at the pharmacy like the morning after pill. A woman has to physically go to a clinician or physician, depending on the state, which has to hand her the two pills in person. Another really big difference, the price. Abortion pills cost anywhere from $300 to $800. The British Columbia government just made abortion pills free for all women, which is huge, but over here in the US, we don't seem to be anywhere near that. Women in almost every state are at risk of losing their birth control coverage right now. But I digress. Many women prefer to end their pregnancy with the abortion pill because they can take the pills in their own home and go through the experience privately, as opposed to a surgical abortion, which an OBGYN tells us isn't actually a surgery at all. The medical term is a vacuum aspiration abortion because doctors use a gentle suction tube to remove the fertilized egg from a woman's uterus. The procedure is generally quick, easy, and safe and doesn't even require anesthesia. It's what people typically think about when you say abortion, but ultimately does the same thing as the abortion pill. And again, not the same thing as the morning after pill. So now that we know, why is it critical that the media understands the difference? Well, because that's how a lot of people, including our president apparently, get their information. And that's led to a long history of politicians either misinformed themselves or exploiting a misinformed public by trying to take away a woman's right to access contraceptives and abortions, both of which allow women to stay in school longer, pursue careers, fight for other women's rights, and yes, even go on to have big, happy families later in life. So it's fine if TV takes creative liberties elsewhere, but women's health and lives are not the place to fudge the truth.